before we even begin, I would like to go over a little terminology that you might hear. Yeah. It's high trust society and low trust society. So what is a high trust society?
It's a society where people trust each other. So, for example, Denmark. People will leave their babies out in the strollers or the prams outside of like a coffee shop while they go in, and they have no fear that someone's going to run off with a baby. That's because everyone in Denmark trusts each other that that's not going to happen. That's a high trust society. Yeah. A low trust society, what is that?
That's where people are too afraid to trust anyone in the public. You know, you won't leave yourself. And like in South Africa, for instance, when you go out, if you're in a coffee shop or something, you won't put your phone on the table because someone could run past and grab it. Yeah. That type of thing. In China, you would never let your kid wander out of your sight because of the kidnapping problems, that type of thing.
Or leave anything anywhere.
Yeah, you wouldn't leave anything. But, you know, high trust society is something that I, for the first time, actually experienced living in America. The fact that you've got those honesty shops where you can go buy honey or corn or whatever. It's just some dude will set up a thing on the side of the road and you take what you want and you leave money.
I get some of my vegetables from those.
Exactly. And it's like, how is this possible? Because everywhere else I've lived in the world, South Africa, China, that stuff will be gone in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Oh, in China, I think it'd be gone before you put it out somehow, magically.
Exactly. It's
you'd go in your car to put it out, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's gone."
It still blows my mind the amount of people that leave their cars unlocked here as well, which is dumb. You always see on the Ring neighbors apps and stuff. People are like, "Oh, someone tried rifling through my car." I'm like, "Why are you leaving it unlocked? What's wrong with you?" Exactly. Anyway, let's get on with this because we're gonna have to saunter right into this today, guys, with what's new. You're going to see this high trust, low trust society thing brought up quite a lot during this episode.
Very important.
Now, thought we'd start out with some grab hags. Okay, so what you have over here is the street, and a shop has set up their goods that they now have, on sale on the sidewalk. They've set them up on tables and they've piled them up. No,
it's not an honesty shop.
No, the shop is here. I mean, that's the shop.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to buy something, you pay them, right? So a bunch of middle-aged, what we like to call grab hags, kind of seize an opportunity, and they seize it.
Wow, they're really descending.
Yes.
Aren't they?
They're just grabbing everything. Now look, that's the shop, one of the shop attendants running out, trying to stop them. Really trying to stop them.
How are you going to stop that?
You can't.
Yeah. Wow, that's picked clean in about, 10 seconds?
Yeah. Take a look at the poor shop owner or the shop assistants trying their best. Here we have a guy sampling the durian fruit.
He's not sampling like Costco. He's just taking.
Well, he's sampling it like a free Costco sample.
If other people saw him do that, they would do it too. Because that's did you see in the first clip? They see a couple people do it.
Yes.
And it's a mob mentality.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I can do it too.
Now, what we have over here is when you get into the rural countryside of China, people dry their produce on the roads. Okay, it can be quite frustrating, and you could attest to this. You're riding a motorcycle in the countryside, and the whole road is going to be covered in corn or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
Or chilies or something.
We used to run over this stuff, and we try to dodge it because we're like, we don't want to run over their crops.
Yeah, but they put it on the whole road to dry during the day. So this guy's got a bunch of garlic. That's supposedly garlic in his bags over here. Yeah. So we have somebody pulls up, an old woman.
Looks like scallions to me. It could be garlic.
Yeah, either one.
Related to each other.
Yeah, they said, it's like, okay. Looking around. No one see me? Cool. All right. Take one bag. Let's go for the second. Oh, you can do it.
Come on, let's go.
Just didn't have the strength or the stamina.
She only had the stamina for one bag.
Yeah, if her stamina hadn't run out, she would have taken all of them.
You gotta understand these people that are harvesting this stuff. It's like a couple people.
Yeah.
It's their whole livelihood, and they're making maybe $100 or $200 per month.
Yes.
So to steal that is like insulting.
It is. Yeah. I mean, anyway, off she goes. Grab hags.
Why does an old woman need 60 pounds of garlic?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question.
She's going to go resell it.
Yeah, she'll sell it. That's the reason, yeah.
At the market where these people are selling it.
Yep.
And she'll deny it the whole time.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we get to watch the...
That goes on for quite a while, doesn't it? We get to just enjoy the birds chirping. Is it birds? Oh, look, something flew past.
Wow.
Huh.
Sometimes there's birds in China.
Sometimes, yes. Very few, though. Here we got the usual grab hags doing their thing.
It's a new clip that just dropped. New album just dropped.
Yeah, exactly.
This is chaos. I like the chaos of this.
Grab hag jamboree.
The woman grabbed the bowl and threw it behind.
Yeah, exactly.
She just wants the chaos.
Yeah.
It's just hot, too, by the way.
Yeah,
They're grabbing it with their hands.
Yeah. Now, this is actually, during weddings, they often set up these big things, and it's part of the wedding guests. But now, this is a little bit more insidious. Okay. Speaking of just taking things that don't belong to you, have you ever wondered how they stock up on the cat meat in the cat restaurants?
Yep.
They have specialized traps, and this is, you can see it live here. The traps, they have a little speaker inside, a little like MP3 player thing, and it plays bird tweeting sound. So take a listen. You'll hear it. See. Okay, I'm actually going to play that again and get ourselves out of there because you couldn't really see the cat there properly. But there's a cat, possibly someone's pet, possibly a stray, probably a pet. And that's how they grab him.
It was very quick.
Well, I mean,
what do you think he uses bait?
I told you, it's a little speaker.
Oh, it's a speaker.
Plays a bird tweeting sound.
Oh, okay. I thought I know you said that. Yeah. I thought there was also like a piece of food or something.
So they go towards the bird tweet, and then it captures them. So that's how they catch the cats to take to the restaurants.
Because I thought you'd use maybe the call to like get its attention, and then they say, "Oh, there's food there."
Yeah, no, it's just the bird tweet. Okay, what is happening in this blurry scene?
Put it down a little bit. Yeah, you can actually just pause it. Actually, play it through. You can. Everything is completely censored.
Yes,
you're not going to see a thing. YouTube, stop freaking out all the time. Mm-hmm. Getting so sensitive. There's nothing to see here. Okay,
nothing to see here.
I did just take the censor off when it just shows the road, so you can prove this is in fact in Beijing. Okay?
Yes.
Just needed some proof. Okay,
you'll also notice there are a lot of little children around because it's outside of an elementary school.
Correct. You can pause it.
What happens at elementary schools in China these days?
These days, because of revenge on society attacks, people have been either stabbing children or running them over.
Yes.
It's like a huge phenomenon, and unfortunately, it's been happening daily, if not weekly.
Yeah.
At least the running over mass groups of people has been happening
every
daily.
Single week. I've mentioned it, but we don't show it because it's a disturbing topic. It's not something that's nice to talk about. Look, it's the same as the school shootings in America. Sure. It's not comfortable to talk about. It's a reality that you have to face. Mm-hmm. In China, revenge against society attacks are very common. Yeah. And every time it happens, it's just like when there's a school shooting, everyone's like, oh, please, not again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do think it's unfair to compare them because of the frequency.
Yes.
The school shootings in America happen more than most countries in the world.
Yes.
Actually, all.
Yes.
But these revenge on society attacks, particularly running over little kids, happen, if I had to do the math, I'm just going to guess 10 times more often.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if not more.
Again, the only reason I'm mentioning that, it's because
I agree.
It's the whole, like, when it happens, it's tragic. Nobody wants to think about it. Nobody wants to talk about it because it's not a pleasant thing.
Yes.
Obviously the frequency is more, and it's a different type of thing. School shootings are usually the kids in the school, like shooting other kids. In China, it's usually an adult attacking little children.
Almost every time.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, it is every time.
It's every single time. Anyway, so this. Can you tell us what this particular one is about?
This is at the entrance of Tianjin Primary School.
In Beijing.
Tianjin Primary School in Haidian District in Beijing. So one of the main districts of Beijing.
This was yesterday, right?
It was. Mm-hmm. On-site witnesses say that more than a dozen children were hit. Mm-hmm. This was yesterday.
Now, the reason we tell you that is this also happened yesterday, was it? Or was it it was
2 days ago.
2 days ago. In Japan, there was a similar incident where an SUV ran into a group of young elementary kids as well, elementary school kids. And the SUV hit 10 of them, injured 4.
Some broken legs, I believe.
Yeah.
Thankfully, no deaths.
Yeah, luckily no deaths, but the SUV ran into a bunch of children. And would you believe it, but it was a Chinese driver and a Chinese owner of the car.
What's weird about that, by the way? I don't hear people talking about what's weird about it.
What's weird about
see that car?
Oh yeah.
That costs a lot of money.
It's a Land Rover Defender, a very expensive car.
How much does that cost in Japan? Should I pull it up?
It's got to be very expensive.
Maybe Jamie from Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. What happened is they traced the car back to where it was parked at the hostel, where I mean the little place, and it was only Chinese people living in there. The car was registered to a Chinese individual, and they were supposedly doing pest control on a construction.
So this
site.
car starts at $52,000.
Yeah.
Okay, and there are just migrant workers from China doing pest control.
Yeah, there's something very sus. There's probably some money laundering or human trafficking involved. If my guess.
Yeah.
Either way, this Revenge Against Society attack thing seems to be an export now. It's a Chinese export, and that's worrying.
Yeah.
You know, we saw it with the coffee thing in Australia.
I hate that it's also against children.
Yes.
When it's abroad.
Yes. I mean, that whole thing in Australia where the Chinese guy threw the hot coffee on the baby.
Yeah.
And then quickly fled to China afterwards.
Yeah. It's a
Remember?
thing.
It's definitely a problem. It's a Chinese societal issue, and it's being exported, and that's a bit worrying.
In China, instead of doing anything about it or acknowledging it, they cover it up, make it illegal to talk about.
Correct.
Right. When it does get too big, they downplay it as much as possible. So nothing's going to be solved when there's obviously something so sinister and evil boiling up in China.
Yeah.
And the Chinese government can't acknowledge it. It's not going to be solved.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember you left my spirit with you high is all I'm feeling. Remember.
That is savage. That is just savage.
So disgusting.
I'm sorry, but wow.
You got a brain in a cup with
I
milk in it? What is this? Is this not like a fever dream? You will find something you don't want. 4 months in the piss and shit, and they continue to pee and poop on it.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I saw it and I go, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. They're trying to make a green pig.
This is such a bad thing. Yeah, all right.
Such a bad